Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Babatunde. If this is your first time on my channel, then I thank you and you're welcome. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add membership to an existing website. Before we proceed, if you like what you see today, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. This way, it helps me to bring more videos like this to you. Thank you. Now let's proceed. If you have an existing website like I'm looking at here, what you have to do is go to your backend, which is your admin site. In your admin site, what we're looking for is we want to add a new plugin. So go to add plugin. The plugin we're trying to add is known as paid membership paid membership pro. So we can see that it looks like there's no paid membership pro that can be downloaded directly from the admin site anymore. So, but there's still something else we can do to get the same plugin. What we can do is go to their website, say paidmembershippro.com, and go to the pricing tab. Under the pricing tab, we can see 4 different prices: the plus hosting, the plus, the standard, and the free. For what we're trying to do, or for what we're gonna do today, the free version is good enough for us. Um, the main thing I like about this free version is that it gives you something called recurring subscriptions. That means when you set up subscription to a particular membership, say monthly or yearly, it will automatically call for that money when that time of the month or the following month or the month after that reaches. So this you normally don't get free with free plugins. You normally get this in paid subscription plugins. So that's a good thing. All you have to do here then is you need to hit the buy now button. On my one here, you see it doesn't say buy now, it says view your account. That's because I have already downloaded the plugin. So once you've downloaded the plugin like I've done, what you need to do is go back to the back end of your site, click on upload plugin. Then you browse to where you've downloaded the plugin. So in my case, this is my zip file for the paid memberships pro. Click that, open it, and then you click on install now. This should go ahead and install it for us. And once installed, we can click activate plugin. Once activated, we'll be brought to this wizard here where it will help us to configure everything that we need to do. But if we don't want to do this, we can actually configure this ourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit from here and return to the dashboard. So under the dashboard, we can see the dashboard, members, orders, subscriptions, report, settings, add-ons, license, and setup wizard, which is where we were before. But what we're going to do is we're going to click this settings because we want to try set up and configure membership that we're going to use on our website. So these are existing one, we can just delete them. We don't need them, and this one as well. So when you first land on this page, so under settings and levels, you'll see this here that says create a membership level. So we want to click on here. It brings up this that shows you if you want to create free membership, you want to create monthly, you want to create annual membership, and other ones. We are going to be demonstrating these three today, because I think that's what we need just for the demonstration purpose. So the first one we want to do is want to hit the free one. So in here, we give it a name. What can be a free name? We can say a bronze. So that's going to be our bronze membership, which is going to be free. We can add the description here. This is a free membership. The next one is confirmation message. We don't need to enter anything here, but if you enter something here and you click this checkbox, whatever or whenever the membership email is sent to the members, that message that you put in here will be included. But for this purpose, we're going to skip it for now. The next thing is the membership account message. Also, when you put anything in here, like a message, all the members of this level will be able to see this message. No other members will be able to see this message. So for now, we'll skip on that. The next thing is billings. Billing details. Because it's a free membership, we're just going to leave the initial payment as 0. It's just going to go on forever, so we don't have to bother about recurring. Just going to, because it's a free application, it's a free membership, so we just leave it like that. The next thing we want to do is, do we want to have an expiry date? No. We could if we wanted to, but for now, we can just leave it empty. If you want to set a membership expiry, so we have to check this box and set it all up, but for this purpose, we're going to skip this for now. The next thing we want to set up is the content settings. So if you had like pages, like blogs or pages or events, if you select any of them or all of them, so it means only this member, or for instance this free membership, the bronze membership, will be able to see the events or the events and the blog if you select those. But for this purpose, we're not going to select any of this. We're going to leave it blank for now. Also, sometimes you might want to create a page, say in Elementor or wherever, beautiful page or beautiful post, and you only want members of this level to be able to access it. So all you have to do is, once created, you assign a level, a membership to it, and only the members will be able to see it, only the members of this group. So for instance, if I say add or edit, here we can see, here we can put required membership once it's configured, so we can add the membership to it. That's the membership that we're going to be needing going forward. The next thing will be other settings. Other settings is if you want to disable new signups. So say this, your membership has been running for a while and you don't want anybody else to be able to access it or to sign up for it. What you do is you check the box. It means existing members will still be able to use the facilities as always, but it will be shut to any new member. Nobody will be able to sign on to that. Now after that, all we have to do is click save, or save level rather. Once that's saved, we can see that's our first membership level set up. Want to create one, say let's create another one that is not free. So let's say monthly. So with monthly, we can say what we want to call it. We can say silver. So this would be a silver level membership. And here we can say this is a paid membership. Okay. Next thing, for the confirmation message, like I said earlier on, you don't have to put anything here. You don't have to put anything here as described before, but you may do so if you wish. Now the next thing will be billing details. For the billing details, because it's going to be recurring, the first thing we want to do is put initial payments. I put say £99 or $99 right here. I will show you how to change this currency sign to whatever your country's currency is. So for now, I'll put $99, which is the initial amount that will be paid during checkout when they're purchasing that plan. So to make it recurrent, we check this box here. It means the first of every month, we want to charge whatever amount. I'll leave it as $99 here still. So after the initial payment of $99, every month, per month, every month, $99 will come out of the account every month. Billing cycle, if we want it to come out just for 10 months, 12 months, 9 months, we put a value here. But because we want it to carry on forever until the customers decide otherwise, we'll just put 0. So I'll leave that at 0 here. We can do a checkbox here and put custom trial if we wish. But for this purpose, we're not going to do a custom trial. Custom trial is just put a trial billing amount here, say $60, and for how long you want it to run for. So we uncheck that. We don't need it here for what we're trying to do. Expiration dates. Do we want it to expire? Once again, ideally no. So we will leave this blank. Otherwise, we check this box and we set this section up. Content, like I explained before, whatever content you choose here, it means only members of this category can see the selected the selected category, as explained before. Also, if you created a post, members of these categories, you can go to the post of the page, and where I showed you earlier on about there's a drop down. You select the membership that can actually view that post or page. The next thing we want to do is other settings. Once again, if you don't want any new sign up after a while, then you check this box and that will disable new membership. That would deny access to new members. Existing members will still be able to use it as normal. So we click save on here. Now let's create one more. So annual membership. So let's call that gold. We put in here, this is a gold member. This is a payments membership. As explained before, here you don't have to put any message here, but you can. You don't have to put any message here also, but you can, as explained before. The next thing is the billing details. So here, as explained before, the initial payment, let's say £149 will be the initial payment. And then you check this box because we want it to reoccur once a year. We put the recurring amount here, 149. So that'll be $149 once every year. Billing cycle, I'm gonna put 0 here again because I want it to just carry on. There's no limit to it until the customer decides otherwise. Also, for the trial period, as explained before, we can set up a trial here, which we don't need to do on this occasion. Now, do we want it to expire? No, we want it to carry on until customer says otherwise, so we leave that blank. Otherwise, you check that box here and configure it. Next thing is the content settings, as explained before, is exactly the same as the silver and the free levels. So here you select and set all this up as explained before. And the next thing is other settings as well, and that's to disable if you don't want any new sign up, which we've explained before. So what we want to do is save this. Now if we go back, we can see that we have 3 membership levels here now. The next thing we want to do is we want to go to email settings. This is important. So the email that is going to be coming from, you can say whatever the email is, for instance, in our case, might be test sites at .co.uk. So info at testsite.co.uk, because that's our website. It's called test site, so it's coming from there. And then we give it a name, say test site, which will be the name it's coming from, or test site info, whatever we want. And then we say save settings. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to set up, let's set up payments. So Paid Membership Pro comes with these payment types: testing only, pay by check, Stripe, PayPal. I prefer Stripe most of the time, and the reason being, you can accept credit cards, you can accept debit card, you can accept other types of payment through your Stripe. So Stripe is a different endpoint, different backend that you have to register for, and you have to set the bank and everything, the bank where your money will be coming out from there. So once that's all set up, you can connect from here to your Stripe account, so that any payment that's made will be sent to the Stripe account, which then goes into your bank account that's connected to the Stripe system. So for now, we're just gonna leave it as testing only. And also the gateway environment, we're gonna leave it as the sandbox or the live. Most of these gateways, they have testing, they have sandbox, so we're just gonna use that for now. The next thing we want to do is first of all, we can click that save, but you can just scroll down. We can see here that the enabled one is our testing only. The other 3 are not enabled. Next one, we go to order settings. Remember I said I'll show you where you can set up your currency stuff. So with the currency here, we'll be using sterling. So that'll be the sign of our currency that we're going to be using. If you're in the United States and you have the option to set up tax for the states and the tax rate. But because we're in the UK, we're gonna leave this alone. We're not gonna touch that. So save all settings. The next thing we want to do is want to go to discount codes. We can delete this one that's here already. So what happened is when you go into the discount code, it brings you here, and the first thing you want to do is say create a discount code or add a new one. If you already had some there, like we saw just now, we can add a new one, but we just click on here, say create a discount code. So that's the discount code that we're after. We can copy that so that we can use it later. So once that is in there, we can say it starts September 23rd, 2025, and we can leave it like this. So that's a year that the discount code is going to be running for, and how many uses, the total number of uses. So if we want 2,000 of this code to be used, once the 2,000 has been used, no more, it cannot be used. So we put the amount here. Otherwise, we can just leave it blank because we want it to just carry on unlimited, because the more they purchase, because they have a discount and they like to purchase it because of that, the more money the company makes. So we'll leave that blank. If we want to leave it limited to per user, so we can click this checkbox, but on this case we're not going to do so, so we just leave it blank, where we leave it unchecked. Now we can see our membership all here. For the discount code, we can say this can have discount code. Obviously it doesn't make sense for the bronze one because it's free version, is a free membership, so there's no need for discount. But for the silver and the gold, then you can see discounts with them. So let's select the gold membership to apply discount for. So initial payments, like we know, is 149, but we might say we want to reduce it to £100 for initial payment, and everything remains the same. So if we save that, okay, the next thing we want to do is to go to pages. Under pages, you have two things. One of them will say generate pages for me. The other say create pages manually. So create pages manually means you want to create your own pages and do whatever you wish with it. Otherwise, you can just say generate pages for me. So we're going to follow this one here. So I'm going to click on it and it will generate pages. Like we can see, all the pages are generated for us. So in here, you can edit the pages or you can view the pages. If you're creating your own pages or you want to use this anywhere else, what you can do is take this short code and paste it inside your form of your whatever page builder you're using. So you just paste that there and that'll show you what exactly you're after. So for instance, the levels page, if we click on view, we can see the memberships on there now. So this is exactly what we'll see, and basically that will be it. If you copy that short code and you put it anywhere else, this will appear on there. So what we can do is, while we're here now, we can actually test if our membership levels do work. So now, for instance, if I came on here and I wanted to have a membership and I said select that, it tells me what it is. It tells me it's free. It tells me price is 0 and asks me if I had a discount code, which I do, but it doesn't make sense because I won't be able to use it here. And it tells me about the information and I can log out. So I can submit that to give me that membership, but we won't do that on this occasion. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we can say, let's try the silver membership. If we click on here, we can see the message here says you must set up a payment gateway before any payments will be processed. So basically, your payments will not be processed, will not go into your business account until you've set up a gateway, either through Stripe, to connect to Stripe, and Stripe to make the payment to your account. So basically, that's what that is just saying. It doesn't mean we still won't see the process. We'll see the process, hopefully. And then it tells you have selected a silver membership level. This is a paid membership. Remember the message we entered earlier on. This price for membership, the price of membership is $99 per month. Do you have a discount code? Which we do have. We can put that in here and we can say we want to paste the code we have. So that's the code, so we can paste it there. We say apply. It says the discount code does not apply to this membership level, because remember we did the discount code and we assigned it to the gold membership. This is why we cannot utilize it here, which is fair enough. But what we can do is we can fill out the information here and here and submit and see what happens. Otherwise, we will do this on the next slide, so we can probably straight away just go back and do the gold level. So the gold membership level, it tells you the same information, that it will not be processed. It tells you how much it is, $149 per month, per year. Do you have discount code? Yes, we have discount code. We put it here, we apply, boom, we can see the discount code has been applied. Now we can see that the price for membership is $100 now, and then it goes there. So your initial payment will be £100, sorry, £100, and it will then go back to £149. So you get your discounts. Then the next thing we want to do is fill out this information, which I'll quickly fill out, and then I'll get back to you once this is done. Okay, welcome back. Now that we filled in the discount code, which has been applied, our billing address, which is there, payment information, which is there, we can now say submit and check out. Now we can see that here's our membership confirmation, our order number, paid, and £100 paid on September 23rd, which is our discount amount that was paid on checkout. Got your receipt, and that's the discount code that was applied. Now we can view orders and we can view membership, but basically this is how you create membership. But now that we've created membership levels, we still need to add it to our website, which is one of the reasons, or the main reasons, we did this experiment. So what we want to do is we want to go back to, if we close it down, go back to our membership, our backend admin site, and we can open this in a new tab. So we see we have this menu, but we don't have any for membership level. So what we want to do is go back here and want to go under appearance, select menu. So under that, we want to select the primary menu. Say select, which is the home, the speaker, the program, which is exactly, well, basically what we have here. So that's how I can tell that that belongs to that. um what we want to do is paid membership, pro membership levels. So if we select this here and we scroll down, we add it to our menu, we can see that it's now here. It's now gone onto the menu. We can move it to wherever we want. We can say, okay, we want it to be after the program. And if we now save, if we now go back to the test site, we can see that it's not showing. But if we click refresh, now we can see the membership level. If we now click on here, we can navigate to wherever we want. So because I already selected the gold membership, when you here, you see it says you can select this and that, but here I cannot reselect the same membership because it says your level. It shows me the level that I'm in. And this is how you add membership to your existing website.